you guys are shooting it.
Whenever you're ready, Kev.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just vegging out. Oh. Could you tell me your name and where you attend college?
My name's David Coselione, and I go to school at New Mexico Tech in Socorro, New Mexico.
David, could you tell us a little bit about your background and what got you interested in science?
Well, it all goes back to when I was a little kid. I used to watch Discovery Channel a lot with my grandparents, especially my grandpa. He kind of got me into this, and I used to be fascinated by the world of science, especially geology and astronomy. And then when I was in high school, I knew I wanted to be a scientist, but I wasn't sure exactly what field of science I wanted to go into. It was going to be either astronomy or geology. I was thinking biology for a while, but it didn't really work for me, so I chose geology, and when I got into college, I took Geology 101, and I really liked it, so that kind of cleared everything up, and I knew I was going to be a geology major since then.
Can you describe the major of geology as if you were just describing it to a little kid? What do you do in geology? What do you study?
Well, geology in general refers to the study of the earth, and geologists really study the way the earth is formed. They look for minerals. They're the ones who find the petroleum, so it's a very important field, especially in exploration. I mean, geologists are the ones that are looking for oil, for mineral deposits, and it's also very interesting to study how volcanoes form, how where earthquakes occur, and geologists are really the ones who come up with the hazard maps to protect people from earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, and other geologic hazards. So it plays a very important role in society.
What's been the most fun part about pursuing your college degree?
Going on the geology field trips, because our field trips are unlike other field trips where they may just take you to a museum. For us, we actually go hiking, we go camping, and it's quite an experience. They make us go out there and do all the mapping in the middle of nowhere. Look at the beauty of of the outdoors.
Can I interrupt for just a second? Full sentence. So what I need you to say is one of the most interesting things about being a student is. And then
Okay.
tell us that. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. No,
I trumped you.
I didn't.
I trumped you.
It's okay. Yeah, I just have to answer back as if you were.
Okay.
What's most fun about being a geology major?
Okay.
So I was just asking, what's the most fun?
Well, that was a good stop anyway, because somebody's really, is that in the hall? Wow. Okay,
Go ahead.
we're good, we're
Yeah.
clear now.
So what's the most fun and rewarding part about pursuing your degree in geology?
The most fun thing, oh gosh.
That's okay. What's the most fun and rewarding aspect of you being a geology major?
The most fun and rewarding aspect would be the field trips, because unlike the ordinary field trips that other students would take, going to like museums, we actually go out into the field, we go camping, we go hiking, and we do all of our work out there, because geology is really an outdoor kind of a job. You have to be out in the field doing your mapping, collecting data, camping, and I mean, I'm an outdoor kind of person, so I really like that.
What would you say is the most challenging part about being in school right now?
The most challenging part of being in school right now would probably be oh man.
Okay, take your time.
Sorry.
People are talking.
It would have been really funny if you were just like, oh man, school sucks. That would be great. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We
Do you want to come back to it?
we can start that over
Okay.
right now if you like.
What would you say is the most challenging part about pursuing your college degree?
The most challenging part would be just keeping up with all the schoolwork. I know college can get pretty tough. They give you a lot of homework, a lot of studying for tests, but I think it's worth it in the end. They really do prepare you for what you want to do in your career.
What do you see for yourself in the future in your chosen career?
What I see is that I would like to be exploring for energy sources as a geologist, whether it be petroleum or geothermal energy. I would be contributing to society, looking for other sources of energy, because I know that's one of the major issues right now.
Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Oh, interesting. So if you could expound on that, how do you think society benefits from geoscientists?
Well, I think society benefits from geoscientists because they're the ones who look for the energy sources, and right now energy is a really big issue. And I know there's a lot of oh man.
It's okay.
Sorry. Kind of got to think about
okay.
that one. Kind of just
Want me to ask you
tongue
again?
twist myself, yeah. Hang on a second.
Okay, cut for a second. Take a
The question is, how do you feel that society benefits from geoscientists? How do they
Okay.
contribute to society?
And we're rolling. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Can I ask it again?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, John.
Oh, no, we're good. Well, we got plenty of tape.
Um,
He was also a summer researcher for SCAC.
Yeah, that's my next question.
Yeah.
How do you think society benefits from geoscience and geoscientists, their work?
Well, I think society benefits from geoscientists because, in a way, geoscientists are lifesavers, because they're the ones who study the volcano hazards, and volcanoes have caused a lot of deaths over time, as well as earthquakes and tsunamis. And the geoscientists are the ones who are putting together the hazard maps and making it clear to the public, to the general public around the world, that these hazards can be very serious and take lives away. So in a way, I do think geoscientists are lifesavers, and also the geoscientists are the ones who are looking for new energy sources, petroleum and geothermal energy.
That's great. Would you like to describe a typical day as you were moseying around USC, being an intern at SCAC? Describe your internship and what you did and accomplished this summer.
Yeah. Over the summer, I did work at the Southern California Earthquake Center, and I had two main projects. One of them was to put together a plate tectonics learning kit, in which I took a map of the world, and it had all the plate boundaries, the plate tectonics boundaries, and I put it into a puzzle, put it into a kit, and in this kit we're going to include that. We're going to include a lot of other activities, and it's going to be targeted towards elementary school students, to teach them about plate tectonics, to make an elementary earth science class a little more interesting and hands-on. And I also I took a lot of trips to Cal State LA to remodel their earthquake display, also to make it a bit more interesting, because their old display was a little outdated, and I remodeled everything, made it look a lot more modern. We got new computers in there, new signs.
New information.
Yeah.
So you were at SCEC this summer, and did you feel the earthquake on July 29th, and how did that feel, and describe that, and did it scare you?
Well, I did feel that earthquake on July 29th. I was at work, and I felt a little shaking, but they were knocking down a building next to ours, so I thought it was no big deal. Then I was shaking for a couple more seconds, and I thought, it's kind of long. So I thought it was going to get a little bigger, so I actually did duck under my desk. I was the only one in my office, and I kept shaking for a while, and then once it ended, a lot of people around the office were running like crazy. A lot of the other students were from out of state, from places that are seismically inactive, so for them it was quite an experience. For me, it was just another earthquake. I felt a couple, so it was no big deal.
Can you speak to the need for earthquake preparedness in Southern California now that you've had this whole summer working?
Yeah, I do think that that Southern Californians need to be very prepared for the next big earthquake, especially in LA, because of the local geology. Shaking can be a lot more intense here than in other regions, and it's densely populated. So a lot of people do need to take their precautions and prepare for the next big earthquake.
I meant to ask you earlier when I was talking about the school and the curriculum, is math a big part of what you do in your college classes? Is it easy for you? Is it difficult? Do you see you using it a lot in your future career?
Math is important. As with every field of science, math is always going to be important. I don't have too much trouble with math. In fact, I like math. I think it's pretty fascinating, everything that you can do with math. And especially like in geophysics, you're going to need a lot of math. In geology, you do need some math, but not as much. But I mean, if you're going into some field of science, you can always expect math, because that is sort of the universal language of scientists.
And lastly, do you have an opinion or a thought on earthquake prediction and where that is going and how accurate that is now and what
Well,
that might be in the future?
I really can't say much about earthquake prediction until the next big one happens, so that I can compare the results. But I actually do think it's pretty accurate, and I think people should consider that and actually prepare for the next big earthquake just in case it does happen.
You did awesome.
Oh,
That was
cool.
really
Excellent.
That was great.
You were there.
I did mess up a couple times.
No, it's fine.
Oh, here. Yeah, let me untape you there.